Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is different. It's something that I have done before, kind of in the past, where I've just sort of sat here and ranted or talked about stuff, and my voice is tired, as you could probably tell, which is not a good thing for me, if I'm honest. However, seems like that gives it better quality, I guess, and even more like attractiveness to listen to, I suppose, because I've been told by quite a few people that they like my voice or that it's relaxing, which I just find still that's the strangest thing to me, but apparently some people do. And so I thought, I might just try to experiment with that a little bit tonight because it is late and I'm tired and my voice is tired. So, what better time to make a relaxing video than when I should probably be going to sleep? So, yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be doing, is just sitting here talking while I put some like nice jazz or lo-fi or some kind of music on in the background underneath it, and then put some probably like free play or some sort of footage on in the background just in case somebody actually wants to watch. But I don't really have anything in particular that I want to talk about. I don't really have anything written down, which probably would in hindsight be a good idea. I already did record kind of a different one, but that one was a lot more like real and serious and like emotional because I'm a big crybaby, and like when I get sleep deprived, I go like super emotional. And I just watched Demi Lovato's documentary Simply Complicated like a couple hours ago, and that shit was really good. And some of the things that were in that documentary that were touched on or that she talked about are things that I can like not necessarily relate to, but things that resonated with me. And so that also kind of made me a bit more sensitive, a bit more teary-eyed. But I also in the documentary, it showed some of the process, like some of the behind the scenes of her album, Tell Me You Love Me, and that album I have been obsessing over for like the past month and a half, 2 months or something, maybe something like that. That album and Confident, but Tell Me You Love Me, mostly, I have just been in love with, and I've fawned over it so much. And so like there were some like vocal takes that they did, that they put in the documentary, which like I totally fanboyed over. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was amazing, especially because Demi is a phenomenal singer. I love her voice and just love her and admire her and respect her as a person and her as an artist. So that was really, really cool to see. And then, if you don't know, because I've been telling like all my friends this, basically, if you don't know who Lolo Zouai is, go listen to her music, please. It is the most like chill sort of, I don't even know what genre it is. I don't know how to describe it, but it's what I've been looking for so long, and I absolutely love it, and her voice is killer. And not to mention, I believe she's, I don't know this 100% for sure, but I believe she's an independent producer. So basically what that means is she writes her songs and she does the mixing, the mastering, the instrumentation and stuff like that all by herself. I believe there's a couple people that help her with that, or like a very small studio, but even still, that is super duper impressive. That if she's able to do that on her own as a musician myself, or aspiring musician, I should really say, to be honest. Like, it's not easy to make stuff sound good. Like, you can write a great melody, a great riff, a great chord progression, but it's hard to make that stand out or to make that sound smooth and professional. And if she is truly like an independent producer, then that is insane how polished her songs actually are. And I think that's part of why I enjoy her music so much, is because I sort of know how difficult it can be to try to make things all nice and sparkly in the final product, and how much I aspire to be there and want to be able to sing and stuff like that. So you guys should definitely both go check out Demi Lovato and Lolo Zouai if you get a chance. They're both amazing artists, and I would love to meet either of them or see them in concert. Like, if they're in town, I swear to God, I'm going to them. I will figure out a way. I'm definitely going to see them. Other than that, I don't really know what to talk about. I've kind of had some other ideas that I have thought about trying out. I think we've kind of like sort of refrained from it because I'm not sure. Like, I think it's a cool idea, but I'm like, is it really a cool idea? I don't know. Like, I've been talking about this, or I've mentioned this before quite a bit in the past, of doing a karaoke stream with some of the season 6 puffins from MLD. If you don't really know who they are or what the MLD is, I will try to provide a link in the description to the website or something that sort of gives you an idea what it is. It's basically just for the rundown of people who don't know. I think the most of the people who are watching have an idea of what it is. It's basically just like a 2v2 community for Rocket League that is an amateur community, but it has a certain level of professionalism to it. And so they're in season 7 right now. But I sort of made this pledge or promise, I guess. I don't really know if it was a pledge or promise, that I would do a karaoke stream with the guys from the season 6 Puffins. And I just haven't done that yet. I really just need to like sit down and figure out sort of the layout and how to do it. I think that's been my biggest obstacle. And I know one of my teammates was like, well, why don't you just do it? All you gotta do is you find a song and stream it. And I'm like, yeah, but I wanna make it look better, or like make it look nice and make it run smooth, because I'm a perfectionist and I just have to be that way. And like, if it's not quality, then I'm not gonna use it. Which is that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not gonna open. But the other thing that I've thought about doing is something sort of kind of like this video, where I just sit here and talk and chit chat and just use my voice, because, as I said, I don't know who's saying these things. I don't know who actually believes or likes my voice, but there are apparently people out there who say that. So I'm like, you know what? If people like that and that's what people want, then maybe I would do things such as like narration or like dramatic readings of stuff. And I've thought about doing that in the past, but I swear I can never do English ever. It doesn't matter. Stream, video, talking to people off stream or not recording, like, I'm still bad at English. But I think the thing, there we go, that stopped me, or that's made me like hesitant about doing something like that, is I'm just like, I don't know how it's gonna be received. I'm like, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do it, but I'm sort of like afraid to, because I don't want, it to like drive off people, or people just be like, oh my god, this was an awful idea. Why would you ever do this? Like this, you should never do this kind of thing again. Which I think kind of just comes with the territory of the internet, and like, if you want to do something, you should just go out and do it and enjoy it. And that's kind of what I try to preach when it comes to streaming, is just, don't worry about the other things, just enjoy it and have fun. And I think part of the reason that it stopped me in doing those sort of things, like a dramatic reading or something, is just because like it involves a different sort of part of me, or like one that's more personal and one I'm more self-conscious about, rather than just like me as a person. It's just like one little bit of me. So I've kind of been a little, what's the word? I've been a little like hesitant and held back, and cautious is the right word that I was looking for. So I've been a bit cautious about it and not quite sure. But I guess this video is sort of like playing with that idea and experimenting with it, and this was just kind of like on a whim, just because I'm tired and I kind of just want to talk, just want to hang out with you guys and just chit chat and sort of get my voice out there for no other reason than just having it out there. And I thought, it might be kind of a cool idea, see if it actually is like relaxing for people, or if people want more of this kind of content, that sort of thing. So I guess this is sort of like a trial run of that idea, just to sort of see what the reception is back on it. But yeah, I think that's just about all I really have to talk about. I mean, there's plenty more stuff that I could actually talk about, but I think that's really like everything that I feel like talking about. There's nothing else that I can really think of. And it's like 4 a.m. right now, so I should probably get to sleep. I think that would be a good idea. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you to everyone who's listened to this point. I appreciate it. Leave a comment down below and tell me if you enjoyed this sort of content, or if there's anything you would like to change about it if I were to do it in the future. Things like that. And then I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you later.